Hi everybody, we're back again. We're going to be catching you guys up on the Young Avengers. So the Young Avengers are in a lot of trouble right now. The Young Avengers Project. Okay, the Young Avengers Project is in danger of becoming completely redundant. Okay, what does this mean? Okay, the Marvel Cinematic Universe Young Avengers Project is on the verge of being something entirely pointless. The Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline has spent years subtly assembling the Young Avengers. Now, again, this was because of multiple projects from the fourth phase and beyond. Now, despite the groundwork laid from Disney Plus shows and movies, the Young Avengers project still has not been materialized. Now, Marvel still has to act quickly so it doesn't feel like but the problem is it will become entirely redundant. The Young Avengers are a fan favorite Marvel team that was introduced back in 2005. And I can also tell you something else about 2005. That is when I first actually became a member of the comic book universe. Now, again, the next generation of Earth's mightiest heroes, while younger versions of their legacy of classic characters like our famous ones, like Iron Man and Captain America and Hawkeye, and following the footsteps. Now, again, Marvel has carefully teased several young Avengers, including Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, and America Chavez, each debuted in their respective shows and movies. Now, the Young Avengers cast is almost as old as the original Avengers. But how do we know that? Well, that's a good question. The Young Avengers are rapidly approaching the age of the original Avengers, now completely undermining the notion of them being younger. Now, the original Avengers assembled in 2012, which we also know was Phase 1. Most of the actors are already on their late 20s and early 30s. Now, by the time they do the filming of the Avengers, we know Chris Evans was 30, and we know Scarlett Johansson was 26, and we know Chris Hemsworth was 28. Now, in direct comparison, the Young Avengers cast is rapidly closing that age gap. So, while some like Gomez and Locke still fit the young label, others are aging the same demographic as the mainline Avengers. Now, considering the Young Avengers hasn't been officially slated or written yet, it'll be years before any project comes to fruition, compounded by the fact that Marvel movies often take years to shoot. It's likely that several of these actors will be in their 30s by the time Young Avengers project finally premieres. Could the Young Avengers become the new Avengers instead? Well, that's a big question, because given the cast age of the MCU's evolving landscapes post-Endgame, it will make more sense for Marvel to position those characters as a new iteration of the main Avengers. While Sam Wilson as Captain America and other original heroes have either retired or died, Captain America in the Brave New World, Sam decides to start building his own team, though there are only a handful of people. As younger counterparts are mostly battle tested, rather than fitting them into a separate junior team, the MCU might be better off merging the Young Avengers on the New Avengers. Characters like Kate Bishop and Riri Williams have already been seasoned enough to stand along with Sam Wilson and Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel. In fact, continuing to refer to them as Young Avengers might end up doing them a disservice. Upcoming movies. Also underneath that. Okay, so I hope that has answered your question about what's going on with the Young Avengers. So, again, stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see y'all soon.